Hello, my name is Foo Gim Chern. My student number is 0204684. And for video 2, I'm planning to use food wastage to cook. First of all, for task 1, I'm going to use pineapple to blend it into juice. After that, the leftovers I'm going to cook pineapple jam. And for task 2, I'm going to use frozen bananas and frozen berries to make banana berries smoothie. So let's get started. Okay, so this is the blender and this is the pineapples. So these are 2 pineapples that are really ripe. It's very dark in yellow color. Okay, so I have finished blend the 2 cut pineapples, and so here is the juice right here, and this is the leftovers, the pineapple leftovers, which is the meat flesh. Yeah, so this is the leftovers and this is the juice. So I'm going to use the leftovers to cook pineapple jam. Okay, so this is the ingredients for the pineapple jam. We have 100 grams of sugar, we have 85 grams of pineapple juice, and we have the pineapple leftovers that we extract from the juice, and we need a saucepan. Okay, so now we heat the saucepan with low heat. Okay, and then we started to pour all the pineapple, add sugar, 100 grams of sugar, and 50 grams of pineapple juice. Start cooking. Okay, after that, when it's cooking half, we add another 40 grams of sugar to it. And keep on stirring until it is dry enough. Okay, so after cooking it around 20 minutes, as you can see, the texture of the pineapple turns darker and it's more drier and thicker, and that means that it is ready to serve and eat. Okay, now we're going to start task 2, which is the banana berry smoothie. So here we have 100 grams of pineapple juice, we have the frozen banana which is cooled down and is softer a bit, and now we have 80 grams of berries, frozen berries. Okay, so first of all, we add the frozen berries into it. And then we add banana, the whole banana. Okay, and then finally we add the pineapple juice. And we start blending. Okay, so after finish blending the smoothie, we pour it into the bottle. Okay, and there you have it. Our banana berry smoothie ready to serve. There we go. And then on test and see. Not sweet and sour.
Amazing!
Thank you.
Have you ever just thrown a peel of a fruit just because the recipe asks for them? Well, let me show you how to use them. Hi everyone, my name is Dayron Ooi Chen Wei. My student ID is 0204234, and today I will be making an apple tart. However, this apple tart recipe calls that I peel the apples. So, what should I do with the apple peels so that I don't contribute to food waste? Well, it's simple. I'll just make apple tea to go along with my apple tart so that I can have a nice relaxing tea time for myself without any waste at all. So, let's go. First off, I peeled 2 apples. These are Fuji apples, and they're naturally sweet, so I don't really have to worry about how much sugar I'm putting into the tart. After I peeled the first apple, I soaked the first apple into a saltwater bath. This is so that I can prevent oxidation of the flesh and the skin, and it won't turn brown before I bake it. Now on to the second apple. It's just the same process one more time. Peeling the last apple, I took another bowl and put all the peels of an apple in that bowl so that I can keep it later to make the apple tea. But first, let's carry on with making the apple tart. The next step is to cut the apples. So this tart is pretty small, so I would like to have thinner apples so that it can cook evenly and fast. As you can see, I also cut away the core of the apple and tossed it into the salt water. But don't worry, I won't be throwing it away. I'll be using it in the apple tea as well. So again, there is no food waste here. Slice, 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 and in it goes to the salt water again. To prevent the oxidation, remember? The next step is to mix. So I added brown sugar and cinnamon, shortly mix it a spoon, and then I mix it with my hands because it was much faster that way. I rolled up some dough that I made the night before, and I laid down the apple slices in a neat form. I'm putting them in the center and just a few slices so that I don't overcrowd the tart. After I was done putting all the apple slices together, I folded the tart neatly and then chilled it for a bit. After chilling, it was finally time for us to bake it. While that's baking, let's carry on with the apple tea. So first, I boiled some water and poured the apple cores and peels into the pot. Added some honey and some cinnamon, and then shortly after, I put some dates and goji berries. There you have it. We made an apple tart and some apple tea, all without having any food waste whatsoever. Thank you.
Hi Miss, my name is Jasmine Peh. My student ID number is 0204427 and I'm a DBCT student. I just took out some leftovers from the fridge from last night's dinner and I'm going to transfer them into Tupperwares so it's easier for me to transport them and also to heat them up. And these containers are microwavable. So you can see my hands, if you can see my hands are a bit red because the leftovers were a bit cold. So I'm trying to do things as fast as possible. And I'm trying to portion the leftovers properly so that out from the plastic bag so I don't waste anything, because it's the theme of our video. And now I'm cleaning up the desktop and make sure there's no more wastage. Now I'm bringing them to the microwave, because like humans, we don't like to eat cold and soggy food, so I decided to put them into the microwave for around 2 minutes so that the dogs will enjoy their hot meal instead of a cold meal. And then after that, I put on a lid so then it's easier for me when it's in the car, it won't spill out, and yeah. Now I'm getting my things ready so then I can head out. Now I'm trying to get into my car because it's quite hard. I was holding the containers and I put them on the floor because I didn't want to spill it and dirty my grandma's car seat because it was in my car, and I turned on the car lights because it was turning dark. It was around 6. So now let's head to our destination. And I have to put on a mask because it's the pandemic and we are under a CMCO and we are trying to prevent the spread of COVID-19. As you can see, we've reached our location and there's already one stray heading our way. I gave my brother my wallet and iPhone because I didn't want to dirty it. And the camera is a bit shaky because my brother had his hands full. As you can see, I put the food on the floor so that I can distribute them evenly, so then the dogs won't fight over food because you know it can be very aggressive. Later the white dog will take a drumstick and then he will run away with it. There you go. And I told my brother not to go too near the dogs because they may be aggressive and protective over the food. And that's all for my part of the video, and I'm now going to pass my time to the next person. Thank you.
So every day we will produce a lot of food waste in our life. Especially when we are doing some cooking. So today I'm going to teach you how to use this food waste, carrot and some onion and garlic to make stock, and we do the squid chowder. So here is the ingredient, the food waste I get in from my father's store: leek, carrot, onion and garlic to add the flavor to the stock. So we add in some water and add in the food waste inside the pot, and we add in the garlic and onion and follow with the carrot, and we are ready to open the fire. Let it boil for 30 minutes and we will get a very good veggie stock. So this is the final product of the veggie stock, and I add a bit of salt and some herb. This food waste I will keep it and bring it to my grandma's house for her to feed the dog. So I'm going to use the veggie stock and the prawn shell I keep it from last time, and some squid and some garlic, leek and some onion to do the squid chowder. And in the onion, and we follow by the leek, and the last is our garlic, and we are ready to saute it. So after saute the onion, leek and garlic, I saute the prawn shell. So after saute the prawn shell, add in the veggie stock. After simmer for the blender soup, and later we are going to thicken it. So add the cooking cream, a bit butter. Our mouth-watering soup is done.
Hi, my name is Puah Zhen Nan. My student number is 0204555. Today, I will use the orange peel to put it in the juice and make it not smell and fresh. And I will use the orange peel to wash the sink and make it brighty and not dirty. I will put the orange peel into the juice like this and make it become fresh and not other smell. We will use the orange peel to wash the sink, and it will let the sink become brighty and fresh, and it will not have any insect come here because the insect is scaring this smell.
Hi guys, my name is Leonard. So today me and my mom will be helping out each other to use the food waste as a compost. Alright, we use this compost as the plant's fertilizer to make the plant more nutritious. So as you can see here today we have banana skin, alright, and we have carrot skin and a bit of papaya skin. Alright, so we're cutting now into small pieces so that it's easier for the plant to absorb all these nutrients from the food waste skin. Okay, and now we are just mixing it in the container. Alright, okay, and making sure that the soil is have hole inside so that it's easier to mix it together. Alright, make sure it's spreaded everywhere and equally so that the plants have enough nutrients. Okay, so after mixing it well, we add in the rest. Okay, and making sure that all the soil has received enough of the food compost. Okay, so as simple as that. Alright, so next is we're gonna use eggshells. Alright, make sure we cut it into small pieces. Okay, and we have some plant stem that we don't want to eat. We cut it into small pieces as well. And yeah, as simple as that, we just mix it all together. And from there, we are ready to put into the next pot and mix it all together before pouring it in. And make sure that you mix the soil, soften the soil, and yeah, you just pour it in. That's it. Okay. As simple as that, you can do it at home because it's cheap, convenient, and it provides a lot of benefits to your plants. Okay, so thank you.
Ong Zee Wei. You've learned a lot of recipes from my other group members on how to utilize leftover food waste to its maximum yield. This time, I'll tell you how to reduce food waste from the very start. It's a very simple solution really, one that everyone always forgets. These days, because of MCO, I'm sure there's an increase of people cooking their meals at home. Thus, I'll be making a simple chicken alfredo pasta for dinner using milk to show you. There are two different volumes of milk. One has 1 liter of milk and the other 450 milliliters of milk. The one that has more volume is ultimately cheaper. However, the recipe only needs 400 milliliters of milk, and my family usually don't drink and use milk in the house, so it will sit in the chiller for days on end. It will eventually go bad and becomes a food waste. Hence, taking the smaller volume of milk will save you more than you think, reducing food waste. Now that we got the milk, let's prepare everything else. I'm just chopping up some garlic and portioning out all of my ingredients. Now the milk. I'll pour out 400 milliliters and drink the other 50 milliliters so it doesn't go to waste. Now, let's cook the pasta. Another way to reduce food waste from the very start is to look at the serving size of the recipe. There are a lot of people that overlook the serving size of a recipe. Sometimes the serving size would be for 12 servings, but your family only has 4 persons. If you overlooked that the recipe is for 12 servings and you just made it according to the recipe to the T without any adjustments, you are actually going to generate food waste because you're only feeding a family of 4, but you are making for 12 servings. So you are actually making extra servings, which will eventually goes to waste. So it's very important that you check the serving size of the recipe before you start cooking. That is one of the mistakes that a lot of people who are starting out on following recipes cooking at home often do, which leads to a huge amount of food going to waste. We're done. Zero waste for milk. Bon appetit.